Hello friends, in this presentation we will try to understand communication technology for smart grid, under which we will be seeing Wi-Fi and WiMAX based communication. So let's start with Wi-Fi communication. Now everybody is very well aware of the Wi-Fi usage. Everybody is day to day using Wi-Fi. So what it is all about. So Wi-Fi is basically a wireless technology and it can be created in a local area. So any electronic device can have a wireless technology which can have an exchange of data through connectivity to the internet, which normally occurs at the given frequency 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz radio waves. So these can be connected to a network resource through an internet. Then the access point could be in a range of 20 feet to, let's say, it indoor range, and the outer range and the outdoors can be greater. So it is nothing but the connectivity with the internet of any electronic device, which is based on a Wi-Fi standard given by 802.11. And the Wi-Fi has come from the name. The acronym for this is wireless fidelity. Now, what does the Wi-Fi network has? The Wi-Fi network is created with the help of a wireless access point, which employs a wireless router. You can see the picture of a wireless router. Now, what this wireless router contains? This is a single unit which consists of a port to connect to your cable or DSL modem, a router, an Ethernet hub, a firewall, and a wireless access point. So, with the help of these parts, we are able to create a wireless access point. Now, how the wireless access point created could be accessed? It's very simple. The device which are being enabled by Wi-Fi which can connect to the internet within that wireless range. So the configuration is only permitted if the range is within the limit of the source. So the access point can be covered either by one or more than one devices together. So that is called a hotspot that can be extended from area from a small room to a larger area that could be a few square kilometers depending on the creation of that Wi-Fi hotspot. So how it works, it's very simple. In order to connect to a Wi-Fi LAN, first of all, we need to a wireless network interface controller. So along with the computer, we will need a wireless interface controller. The combination of these two, that is a computer and interface controller, will together make a station. Now, such all kinds of station will have a single radio frequency for communication channel. Now, once the transmission of the channel is received by all the stations within the range, the carrier waves is used to transmit the data packets referred to as Ethernet frames. So each station will constantly keep on tuning in, which will be available, the radio frequency for the communication which is available. So once it is tuned in, it will pick up the available transmission. It will have a translated data which will be received, and that signal received will be decoded and the information will be sent to the router. So this is how the Wi-Fi technology will be used. Now, what are the advantages of using Wi-Fi technology? You all must be aware of it. The advantage is very simple. Since it is a wireless technology, so you can work with freedom without getting bounded to a location. You can get the signal anywhere you are roaming around. The setup cost is also less just because no cabling work is required since it is wireless. Third point, that is flexibility. It's very easy to set up in temporary or permanent place. That is, you are very flexible to set up any wireless device, and again you can remove it very easily. Next point is scalable. It can be expanded with the growth, which means there is no limitation or boundation to the expansion. If you need more, the Wi-Fi connectivity could be increased at any point of time. And the final advantage which we see is the most important advantage, that is mobile access. So you can access the network on a move. You don't need to be stationary at a point. You don't need to be fixed at a point. While in the motion, you will be able to get the access of the internet through this Wi-Fi technology. So along with advantages, we will have some disadvantages too. Now, what are the disadvantages? So first of all, the speed is slow since it's a wireless technology. So speed will be little slow. The range obviously will be a very medium range. It will not be, if the routers are less, the range will be limited. and you cannot cover the entire area with the less numbers of routers. Next, the range, that is the availability of Wi-Fi technology, will have some hindrance if there is a wall or a glass of water between the device through which it is going to interact. So you need an open space for best functioning of the Wi-Fi. Then again, since it is a wireless, so there is a problem to the security also. There could be an unauthorized access, or you can have a compromise of data or denial of services. So there might be some breach, or there might be some checks available on the Wi-Fi that it could not be accessed. So these are some of the different advantages which we have on Wi-Fi. Next, let's move on to WiMAX based communication. Now, what is this WiMAX based communication? It's pretty much very similar to Wi-Fi. It is also a technology being used for the communication. The difference with Wi-Fi B, the range and the speed mainly. So let's see what Wi-Fi based communication is. So it is nothing but again it's a wireless broadband communication which is based on 802.16, so standard which is given for this. And you can see here it is a high speed data over a wide area. So this is a major difference between the WiMAX and Wi-Fi. The high speed data over a wide range, whereas in Wi-Fi we had a very low speed data with a very low area being covering. Now, Rob, from where does the WiMAX has come from? So it has come from worldwide interoperability for microwave access. So this is where from the word has come into the picture. So it is a technology from one point to a multiple point, that is a multi-point wireless technology. It's very fast and it covers a great distance. So it supports voice, video as well as the internet data. Now the speed could be anything between 40 megabytes per second capacity per wireless channel for both fixed and the portable application. Now this WiMAX works, it gives the services in two formats. What the two formats are? First is non-LOS. What is this? Non-LOS means it is line of sight, which means it is not directly giving the signals to the devices. That is the sort of services which are available is for small antenna on a computer connected to the tower, which is of low frequency range, 2 to 11 gigahertz. Whereas the second form of wireless service is LOS, that is line of sight, where the fixed antenna points straight away at the WiMAX tower from a rooftop to the pole. The LOS connection will be more stronger and more stable with a higher frequency range reaching up to, let's say, 66 hertz. You can see here the example in this particular picture. It is being shown here, the LOS and the LOS. LOS is direct from one point to the other point, whereas NLOS is not directly coming into the picture. So this is how the WiMAX based communication takes place. Thank you very much. I hope you would have got this communication technology, Wi-Fi and WiMAX communication. Thank you very much.